If I lost everything tomorrow, this video is going to show you everything that I would do and the steps that I would take to get back to making $100,000 a year. If you're new to this channel, my name is Dom and I've sold over $1 million worth of products and services online. That's actually what that represents right there, that record. And I'm making this video because this is exactly what I went through starting in early 2024. My business collapsed because my partnership broke up and about 95% of my income went with it. So this video is going to show you exactly what I did to get back to making over $100,000 a year. We're going to cover where to start, what you should be doing first, what traps to avoid along the way, and then how to make this sustainable so that this doesn't happen again. So make sure you stick around. All right, so we're going to start here at step 0. And I say step 0 because it is optional. If you've got a little bit of money to invest in tools, you can completely skip the step if you want to. But if you're like broke, do this to get some money coming in and buy yourself some breathing room. There's actually 2 things that you can do for free to start bringing in a couple $1,000s a month. Number 1 is the Amazon Influencer Program, which, if you're unaware, is a program that they launched about 3 years ago where they put videos from regular people like you and me onto their own product pages that they're eligible to earn commission. Regular people like Heidi, who's a 41-year-old mom who made $14,000 in her first 6 months by doing reviews on things like coffee makers, tea bags, and kettlebells. It costs nothing to join the program, and you likely have a couple hundred items from Amazon already floating around your house. The only requirement is that you're active on social media, have good engagement, and have a couple hundred followers. In fact, I did an entire deep dive on this program. Right here, I'll put a card up here in the corner. You can go ahead and watch it. Get started 100% for free. Now, the other thing that you can do for free to start is you can start creating UGC or user-generated content for independent brands on social media. If you're going to be advertising your business on social media anyway, you might as well start creating content, and you can sell that content to brands for a couple $100s per post. And the #1 marketplace to go and sell that content is Fiverr. In fact, Fiverr has just said that UGC content is the #1 in-demand service on their platform right now. And this is something that, again, you already have all the tools to do. You have a phone, you have light outside, and brands will often send you a product or give you a directive on the type of content they want you to make. And since that content's going to be posted on the brand's social account and not yours, you don't need a large social following to get started doing that. Now, granted, neither of these is a good long-term solution for a forever business, because UGC deals can dry up and they're not guaranteed. And Amazon really likes to change up what works, and they like to change replacements all the time. It's very, very inconsistent. Content theft is also rampant over on Amazon, and Amazon really doesn't do much to police content theft. However, if you want guidance with either of those 2 things, I have a 90-day digital apprenticeship that includes weekly calls with me. There's actually a link down in the description. You can go ahead, you can start for free. And once you have those 2 things going, you should have some money to start investing in tools, which brings us to step 1. Now, if you do have a couple dollars to invest in tools, this is where I would start. Find a software that you're comfortable using or a software that you want to learn about, get an account and get comfortable using it. However, make sure that they have an affiliate program. I did this with HighLevel, but this is really going to work with just about any software that's out there. And if you're having a hard time finding a piece of software to do this with, check out Capterra.com and Partnerstack.com. Both are huge software directories, and everything on Partnerstack is guaranteed to have an affiliate program. And again, get the software, get comfortable using it, understand the outcome that the software delivers, how their ideal customer is going to get there, and how to set things up the fastest to set up a customer for success. Once you've answered all of those questions, make a course showing somebody how to implement the software or get their first result with that software. Once you've created that course, post it on Skillshare, Udemy, and on your own website, but make it free on your own website. We're going to talk about why later on. And if you're sitting there thinking that this is already saturated, think again, because there are dozens of micro SaaS opportunities opening up every single day, and they are all looking for people to help them grow their user base. Now, this course that you create, which doesn't have to be that polished, is going to act like your little salesperson that's going to sell the software that you are promoting. You, in the public eye, are going to be giving away this course here for free, telling people that is going to get them an result and get them an outcome. Which it will. If you've done it right, you will show them how to use the software you promote to get a specific outcome. So you're giving away the course for free, and then once they're inside the course, that's where the selling happens. And by offering this course on both Skillshare and Udemy, they're going to kind of sell the course on their own. They're going to promote it all by themselves. They run a lot of ads to their platform. They have a lot of daily users, and you're just going to jump in front of that traffic and come by sales of your course naturally. Now, you can't give your course away for free on Udemy. I think the lowest you can put it as is $9.99, But again, you'll make a couple of dollars every time somebody buys your course over there on Udemy. And then Skillshare, people have to pay a subscription to Skillshare, kind of like they do with Netflix. And then you also earn a commission for every minute that they watch of your course. It can fluctuate, but it's not going to be a whole lot of money, but it is people going through your course, and they're going to show your course is going to promote an affiliate product is where the real money comes from. And this strategy works because e-learning is set to double in the next couple of years, $490 billion annually. People are already looking for alternative learning. They're looking for courses online. Why not offer something of yours in that context that makes sense and is going to get you paid? Now, Udemy and Skillshare are going to promote your course for you, but they're not going to get you the amount of sales that you think that they're going to make. On a good month, you might be able to pay your car payment with your Udemy and Skillshare sales. The real money and the real value comes from giving away your course for free inside of long-form content right here on YouTube. By building a body of helpful content that attracts the right people, you're going to be able to give these courses away inside your content and build a massive list of emails. And these emails are all going to be people who are interested in the software that you are promoting. And the reason this works is because YouTube is a massive e-learning platform disguised as entertainment. Think about it. If something in your house were to break, the first place that you're going to go to help solve that problem is probably YouTube if you're going to DIY it. Business owners of all kinds, if they have a problem in their business, they're first going to go to YouTube to try to find the answer. For a small business owner who doesn't have the sales that they're looking for, they're going to go to YouTube to try to find a video how to market my small business. For me, myself, when I had my rental car business, I wanted to build a website. I didn't know how to do it. So I went to YouTube and I started looking for videos on how to build a website. And there are 3 types of YouTube videos you can create as a beginner that are going to grow your channel and start to make sales. The first type of video is a review. Take the software that you've been using, take the software that you are comfortable with and review it. Give it a run through its paces. Give it an honest shake. If you love it, let people know. If there are things you absolutely hate about it, put that in the video, right? This is going to attract people who are already aware of the software and they just want to basically find out whether or not it's worth their money before they hit the buy button. This is some of the lowest hanging affiliate fruit that is out there. Now, granted, if you choose a popular software, it's going to be incredibly competitive on the search, so you may have to offer bonuses to entice people to use your affiliate link, but reviews are some of the easiest content to make when it comes to promoting software on YouTube. The next type of content you're going to want to make is comparisons. Take the software that you are promoting and put it up against other competitors in the space. Create comparison videos showing how your software versus the other ones match up. Pro tip, I would actually become an affiliate of the other software, so when somebody watches your video, it doesn't matter which one they want. Either one, if they grab a software, you're going to get paid either way. That's also going to allow you to give an honest comparison between the two because you're not favoring the one that you're getting paid. It doesn't matter. So you're going to give your honest opinion on both and you're going to get paid no matter which one they pick. Now, comparisons are still kind of competitive, but they're not as competitive as single product reviews. And the last type of content you're going to want to make are tutorials. If you think back to when you first grabbed the software, what's the use case? Who does it help? What are the problems that it solves? Make videos showing that and walking people through step by step. What is a problem that this software is designed to solve? What does the dream outcome look like at the end? Or how does the business owner using the software get there? That's the type of video that's going to find people who don't really know what they want. They don't know the solution. All they know is they have a problem they need solved. These are going to be the ones that get recommended, and they're not as competitive as reviews or comparisons. And again, if you're giving away a free course in all of these videos, not only are you going to make affiliate sales from the course itself, you're going to build a massive email list that sets you up for step 3. Now, step 3 is going to be offering a digital service related to the software that you are promoting. That's because if you're making YouTube content for business owners, a lot of business owners are going to have more time than money, and they're willing to pay a professional to just complete an implementation or complete a setup for them. In fact, according to Computer World, nearly 1 in 4 US workers in 2025 are freelancers. And this is part of a growing trend, especially in software and tech. More and more companies and small businesses are turning to freelancers than W-2 employees. Here's how that's going to work. So you're going to be making your content here on YouTube about your software, and then you're going to be offering an opt-in into a free course for them to learn how to set up and use the software. Inside the free course, what's going to happen is you are going to get their email address. You're going to get their email address and you're going to build a list. You can then promote your services to this email list. Also, inside the course, you also want to include a link to your calendar as well if people want to set up custom work or people want to do a white glove installation. Now, granted, the majority of people are just going to go from YouTube over to your free course. They're going to consume the free course. A lot of them are not going to sign up with your affiliate link, but a good portion of them are. And of the people that sign up, an even smaller portion are going to ask about your digital service. So don't expect everybody to go for a big high ticket service, but for the ones that do, you can charge up to $5,000 for a full implementation depending upon the size of the project. And in addition to these bigger high ticket setups, some of your clients are going to ask or at least offer to bring you on for a monthly retainer so they can maintain you basically on call or as their VIP support person. So this $5,000 might even turn into something that's $1,000 or $1,500 a month retainer client. Not to mention, you can actually add your services directly to a site like Upwork and make sure you link to your YouTube channel to show your expertise. The people on Upwork might not necessarily need your free course, but they have a problem they want solved and they're willing to pay somebody to solve it. So all you have to do is put yourself out there on Upwork, link to your YouTube channel, which acts as a resume, and people will see how qualified you are, and you'll be able to command top dollar over on Upwork. Now, between the affiliate commissions and the service work, here's what ends up happening over time. You're gonna start to grow and compound monthly affiliate commissions as you keep up with the content. But then also on top of this, you're gonna have these big pops of these high ticket service clients to supplement the growing commissions. And if you can keep your lifestyle the same, eventually you'll get to a point where the monthly recurring passes your lifestyle expenses and you no longer need to take service work. And for me, right now, as I'm recording this video, I am about here. I'm very close to making this little tipping point where I don't have to worry about or take service work on anymore. To go from 0 to here took me about 12 months to where I'm just at the point where my recurring just about covers my monthly living expenses. I'm still needing to take service work and I get other affiliate commissions, but I'm close to not having to do it anymore. But also, you might find that you like doing the service work. You might want to grow a company and get more and more of these jobs and grow a company really, really big. For me, I realized that I think I want a lifestyle business based on recurring revenue. It's totally up to you. There is no right or wrong answer here. And knowing what we know now, $100,000 a year seems very doable. Now, with no affiliate commissions, all it takes is 20 service clients a year at $5,000 a piece. That's a little under 2 per month. And if you happen to get to the point with recurring commissions where you're at $4,000 a month, it only takes 10 service clients a year to hit that $100,000 number, which again is just under 1 per month. Using this model, this number gets very doable if you can break it down into these chunks. Now, before I close out this video, I want to talk about common traps that you can fall into on this journey. And let's close out the video by going over some common traps to avoid, because I landed in a few of them. Trap number 1, getting addicted to Amazon commissions. Now, if you do choose to go the Amazon influencer route, because again, it is a fairly cheap way to get some quick cash, do not begin to rely on those commissions long term, because that program, while it is easy to get started and it's easy to make some money quick, Amazon has become very, very unpredictable and your earnings can get cut in half at a moment's notice. Okay, it is not stable ground for a long-term business. Instead, use it as a way to get some quick capital to invest in your software tools to build your forever business. Now, mistake number 2, do not lose focus on long-form videos. I came out of the gate strong in 2024, and I started making a bunch of YouTube videos, but if you'll notice, sometime around the summer, my uploads really slowed down. That's because I was trying to chase views on short-form platforms like TikTok and Instagram Reels. However, those high view counts don't necessarily turn into buyers. I went back and I looked at all my data. By far, the biggest chunk of my buyers and the biggest chunk of my sales came from long-form videos right here on YouTube. That's because long-form video watchers are way more engaged, they're already in that problem-solving mindset, and they're much easier to convert than short-form people who are really just doom scrolling and you're trying to interrupt them and change their mindset. It's a lot easier to go with the flow on YouTube than to try to interrupt somebody's doom scroll over on short form. So don't lose focus on long form. Mistake number 3, don't take short deals on service work. I know when you're first starting or if you're having a slow month, if somebody wants to try to chew you down on price, it's very, very tempting to go, okay, I'll discount it $500 to make a deal so I can get some work. Do not do that. Just say either it's full price or you don't do the work. Reason being is that every time I took a short deal on service work, that project ended up going way longer than it was supposed to, and I was basically working for free because we had agreed on a project price, and that project price was not based on the amount of time that it took. So full price or do not do the work. And finally, number 4, don't be afraid to outsource your video editing earlier on once you're making some money. Now, I overcame this mistake about 4 years ago back in 2021, but if you're starting on this journey now, as soon as you're making a couple $100s to a couple $1,000s a month, look to start outsourcing your video editing. The reason being is that the time that it takes for you to edit a video could be better spent making another video or servicing a client, and the end result of you editing that video is not going to be as good as if you hired somebody out anyway. So hire out to get a better result than anything that you can do. Get that time back. And thankfully, with the US dollar being as strong as it is worldwide, you can hire somebody overseas in the Philippines, and you can hire top talent on a relatively small US budget. I didn't realize what quality of work that I could get for such a comparatively little US budget until I just tried it. So look to do that as soon as you can. And if you can follow all those steps and avoid all of those traps, you'll be well on your way to building a $100,000 per year business. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to my channel and hit the thumbs up because it helps the YouTube algorithm. And I've also put videos up here in the corners for you to continue watching me here on YouTube. Or if you want, you can start your 90-day digital apprenticeship down below in the description. I'll see you in the next video.